After a thrilling comeback win over St. Anselm this past Tuesday, Keene State men's ice hockey is back to take on the Franklin Pierce Ravens. Good evening and welcome to Keene Ice. My name is Teddy Steinberg. Alongside me is Ryan Otterson as we are just minutes from puck drop tonight. The Owls are coming off a much-needed overtime win, coming back from 3 down in the third period, while the Ravens are still winless this season. Now, Ryan, if you are Keene State, how can you keep this momentum going against a team like Franklin Pierce?
Well, Teddy, you got to just keep your foot on the gas. This is kind of a game where you consider it a trap game. A team that hasn't won all year, they kind of need a momentum swing, and the puck can bounce in many different ways, can kind of play funny, and, Franklin Pierce could end up winning this game, so they just got to keep their foot on the gas, keep their momentum going, make smart plays, and they'll come out of here with an easy win.
All right, well, as we announce the starting lineups tonight, then followed by the national anthem, we'll be right back on the New Hampshire Army National Guard Owls Media Network.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
with extraordinary hearts
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes,
learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab.
In the studio.
In the pool.
On the dance floor.
On the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself and
a paycheck that earns
elevated confidence,
world-class courage.
And we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration.
We explore what drives our passions,
celebrate our individual voices,
and spark possibility together.
Every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
Welcome back to Keene Ice. We are just getting ready for puck drop here tonight. Tonight's starting goalies first for Franklin Pierce University is Jeff Rada. Rada is 0-4-1 on the year with a .533 goals against average and an .866 save percentage.
And on the other side, we have Ben Skelton. He's 5-7-1 with a .917 save percentage and 3 goals against. Ben Skelton has had a very impressive freshman campaign here for the Keene State Owls. Look for him to keep the puck out of the net.
We're just getting ready to go here. Mosquito, Jones, and Festa up front for the Owls. Koschel and House behind them. House will throw it in deep, and we are underway here. Puck is retrieved in the corner. Festa will battle with Wyatt DeLeese. Puck is thrown up to Koschel, who will take a hit. Festa's buried by DeLeese in the corner. And Jones will pick it up in the near corner here. Will feed it up to House. House will bump it back in deep. And it's Bischetto. Bischetto over to House. House will fire. Looks like Rada got a piece of that one. And here's Festa battling in the corner. Jones will feed it out in front. No one's home. Koschel's shot will go wide. Here's Bischetto now. Up to House. House will work it. To the hash mark. Poked away. Festa will fire. That shot's blocked. Bischetto on the rebound is blocked as well. Puck is retrieved by Festa, who's thrown it, and they score! Marcus Christofides gets the party going. 58 seconds in. It's 1-0 Owls.
Yeah, and that's just a perfect start here for the Owls. You know, you can't ask for anything better. I mean, all 58 seconds of that was spent in their offensive zone. Perfect execution, just tons of pressure. And we'll imagine that we'll be seeing more of those tonight as the night goes on.
Christofides keeps his magical season going, his 17th of the year. Just like that. The Owls are on top. That's the start you'd wanted. That's the start you need. You're Keene State. Puck's thrown in. Lindholm will retrieve it behind the net. Chipped up, and here's Carney. Puck goes past his stick. There's Branish who will feed a pass to Doug McGuire. He'll get it in deep. Looks like we're gonna get whistle here.
Yeah.
Offsides is the call.
Sometimes it's a bit confusing what those refs want.
Draws one. It goes right to the stick of Philip Parker. Taken away. Now here's McGuire. He'll work it with Lindholm. McBride's able to pick up the puck. Now here's a stretch pass for Tuminas. Tuminas will fire it off the stick of Rada behind the net. Puck comes out to the point. Here's Hoffman with the shot. Goes wide. Mazer will feed it. Here's Thor Hansen. His shot denied by Rada. Tuminas tried to find someone out in front. Pass gets deflected. Now here's Parker with it. He'll throw it in deep, and Ravens will go for a change. Skelton will leave it for Mazer. He'll chip it up to Gonzalez. Puck bounces off his stick. Cole Madzi will throw it down the ice, and now here's Mazer. Hold over to Hoffman. Hoffman's pass gets deflected. Mazer's able to retrieve. Here's Demetrius Christou. Nice hit there by Sean Gray on the near boards, and he'll throw it in deep. Whistle blown early there. Ref thought Rada had it. Puck ended up going to the corner, but we'll get an offensive zone face-off here.
Yeah, and Franklin Pierce has kind of come back with a little bit of pressure of their own. Forced Keene to make a couple bad decisions, a couple tip passes in their own defensive zone, but here comes Keene right back on that offensive tack again.
Here's the fourth line of Fontaine, Collett, and Gray. Sean Gray out of Lowell, Massachusetts. And he'll work behind the net. Puck gets poked free, and here's Christou. He'll give a stretch pass, intercepted by Fontaine. He'll chip it down in deep. Here's Gray working with it. He'll cycle it for Collett. Collett will work it across to the point. Koschel handles the puck a tiny bit. Fires a shot on Reda, and he's able to gather it.
Yeah, and early on here, we've seen a pretty good forecheck from Keene in that offensive zone. I mean, they lost the faceoff, but they were able to recover the puck twice as Franklin Pierce tried to clear it out. That's exactly what you want for the pressure that, we talked about in the pregame a bit.
There's a shot off the draw by Koschel, deflected high. There's Jones, he'll throw it around the end of the net. Stopped there by Franklin Pierce's Brendan Spinelli. He'll throw it up. Here's Nick Fish. He'll look for a trailing Ryan Dutcher. And pass is deflected. Owls are able to get it out. What an effort there by Luke Festa. And a nice move by Jones. He'll fall down. Festa's shot is blocked. We're going to get a call here. A trip on Franklin Pierce. Looks like it'll go on number 26, Nick Fish. Owls have an early opportunity on the power play.
Yeah, this is something you don't want to see if you're on Franklin Pierce's side. Keene kind of came out with a big bang. Not even a minute into this game, scored a goal, and now they have a power play opportunity. That's just hard to kind of get a sense of momentum back in this game, especially going down early.
The Owls first unit, as usual, is Carney, Gonzalez, with Hanson in the middle, Christofides, and McBride on the back end. Here's McBride. Skate the line, feed it to Hanson. Hanson will feed it down low off the stick of Carney, but he'll recover. Carney will give it back up to Hanson. Hanson feeds it cross ice for Christofides. He'll walk into the circle, tries to make a move, whiffs on the puck. He gets the puck back, however, off a feed from Carney. Christofides will give it to Gonzalez. And here's McBride to Christofides. McBride a drive. That shot is blocked. Christofides now throws it to Hanson. Hanson's shot is saved, and it'll go into the protective netting.
Yeah, Jeff Rada has done a good job early on here, kind of protecting shots. It's been hard. He hasn't had a lot of defensive help, especially on the close-range shots.
Jeff Rada, freshman out of Archmont, New York. Only his 6th start of the year. And here's the face-off, ends up going back to Jones. And here's Mazer. We'll go to the circle, fire a shot, go right into the chest of Rada, and we'll get another whistle.
Yeah, to just touch upon, what you just said, he only has a .866 save percentage, but he has played well for what has been given to him up to this point as Franklin Pierce has struggled very much early on, or throughout the whole season.
An attempt to get it out is denied by Jones, and now here's Mazer working with it. He'll feed it to 2 minutes. 2 minutes will shoot, and it's gloved by Rada. Now the Owls' first unit will skate back onto the ice. 56 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Draws one. Ends up going to the stick of McBride. He'll work on the line there. And he'll walk it. Shot is deflected out in front, and Rada's able to find it and cover it up.
Yeah, Rada's looked really good here on this power play. This is now the 4th offensive faceoff for Keene, so he's making a lot of saves here as we look at Ken Jurander, the head coach. Not a great start as your first season of head coach, going 0-21-1, but
puck will go over the stick of Christofides, but he's able to maintain it. Christofides will feed it to Hanson. Hanson will shoot. It's like it was gloved by Rada. He'll go behind the net. Here's McBride now to Hanson. Hanson will feed it cross ice to Christofides, who will shoot. It's blocked, but it goes right to the stick of Hanson, and he'll bury it. It's 2-0 Owls, a power play goal. For Hanson, his 4th of the season. Not even 5.5 minutes in, the Owls are up 2.
Yeah, we talked about this, keeping their momentum going after that big win against St. A's the other night. That's exactly how you do it, is just keep the pressure up, don't take your foot off the gas, and don't give Franklin Pierce any chance to want to get back in this game.
Missile shot from Chrysophides. Went off a shin pad out in front. It was a gift for Hansen. Right to his stick. Here's Sean Gray with a nice move down low. Fed out in front by Declan House. Couldn't find a stick. Here's an attempt to clear, but it's kept in by Koschel. Shot is deflected out in front. Gray's working for it, and Call It just misses the open frame. And here's the Ravens with a chance now. Breakaway for number 12, Trent King. He's denied by Skelton. Puck is chipped out in front. The Owls are able to get it out. Here's Christou. He'll fire it in deep. Skelton's able to stop it, and he'll play it for Jason Smith, who's taken down. We're going to get another tripping call here on the Ravens.
Yeah, and this game is starting to get out of hand here early for the Ravens. That's their second penalty in not even 10 minutes. You know, and you already saw what Keene can do on that offensive power play.
That tripping call will go on number 9, Giovanni Arcillo, freshman out of Boise, Idaho. The Owls will go to work again on the power play. Draws one back. Hanson's able to retrieve it. He'll give it up to McBride. McBride will walk the line, fire a shot, never got through. Here's Carney to Chrysophides. Chrysophides down low to Gonzalez. Back up to Chrysophides. Up to McBride now. McBride will give it to Chrysophides, who fires a shot deflected to the stick of Hansen. He curls back. Hansen looking. Holds it on the far hash. He'll give it up to McBride, who will walk the line, give it back to Hansen, who try and finds Gonzalez out in front, but the pass never got to him. And here's Chrysophides. And give it to Carney. Chrysophides on McBride, back to Chrysophides. Puck goes under his stick. Now he works on the hash. Carney, shot by Hansen, saved by Rada. Now here's Gonzalez, Chrysophides, back to McBride, back to Chrysophides. Here's Hansen with a shot, he scores! Thor Hansen bore down, and it's 3-0. Another power play goal for the Owls.
Yeah, this is an impressive showing here in the first period. Not even 10 minutes in, a 3-goal lead.
That was a rocket from Thor Hansen, like a bolt of lightning. Owls are able to convert yet again on the power play, and Franklin Pierce will take an early timeout here.
Yeah, definitely a regrouping time for Franklin Pierce, especially this early on in the game.
Shots on goal are in favor of Keene, 10-1 here. Just about 7.5 minutes in. The only shot for Franklin Pierce was the breakaway from Trent King, which was ultimately patted away by Ben Skelton.
Yeah, definitely. It's just impressive to see, you know, early on in this game. You know, you obviously can't take your foot off the gas. We watched St. A's blow a 3-goal lead the other night against us here in Keene, so you don't want that to happen on the other end of it. But, you know, looking good really right now, and they've looked good from the start.
Fourth line back out there for the Owls against Ravens second. Draws one right to the stick of Giovanni Arcillo, who's dropped at the blue line by Sean Hoffman. Puck will bounce out of the zone. The Leafs fans on the pass. Puck gets dumped back in. Owls have delayed offsides here. Here's Ryan Dutcher. You'll see a stretch pass attempted for Philip Parker. Gray's able to get a stick on it. Puck goes back in deep. Now here's Dutcher again. He'll work behind the net. And give it to DeLeese, who will feed it up for Parker. Puck gets deflected in deep. And here's Parker working with it. Puck comes to the middle of the ice. And a drop attempt there by Gonzalez. Never got to anyone. And here's Sean Hoffman working behind the net. Off to Gonzalez. He'll feed it cross ice to Tuminus. Parker's able to retrieve it. He'll throw it in deep. Is dropped by Kyle Gonzalez. Skelton will cover it up for a whistle.
Yeah, this has been good physicality here early on from Keene, especially on this shift. We've seen a couple big hits laid out on the Ravens, so Keene doesn't look like they're going to stop taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
Keene wins the draw back. Brings a feed up for 2 minutes at the near hash. Try and throw across ice. The Hansen never got to it. Lindholm's able to recover, but he'll just chip it up. The puck will get thrown in deep. Here's Gonzalez. We'll work it back. Pass out in front, never got through. And here's Todd Branish. Pass never got to anyone. Now here's Kyle Gonzalez getting the blue to Tuminus. He'll throw it wide. Declan House chasing. He's able to keep it in. He'll wrap around the boards. Now here's Dimitrius Christou, whose pass gets intercepted on the near hash. And Christou again. Turn it over. Gonzalez poke it free. As Trent King takes a hit. And for Hansen. Here's Cole Madsey working with it. He'll give it to Christou. Christou will throw it in deep. And there's Koschel working with it. Puck is retrieved by Bischetto, who'll take a hit from behind. And another delayed call here on the Ravens. Bischetto took a hit from the numbers down in the far corner. That'll be Trent King.
It's been a long period here for Franklin Pierce, and it just seems to keep getting longer and longer.
Owls yet again have another power play opportunity just under 10 minutes into the first period. There's Hansen, he'll win the draw to the hash. He'll fight for it. There's Hansen. Chrysofides. Will give it up to McBride, who will walk. Give it back to Hansen. Chase Carney. Back to Hansen, a drive, goes high. Puck will go past the stick of Chrysofides, and the Owls will have to regroup. McBride, he'll retrieve it. And feed it to Chrysofides. Chrysofides will stop at the blue. Take a look. And give it up to McBride at the point. Feed it to Hansen. Hansen's pass attempt for Chrysofides. As Austin Pick was able to get a stick on it, it'll go into the protective netting for a whistle. Second group now out there for the Owls. Hoffman's able to poke the puck free to Shane Mazur. Here's Jones over to Tuminus. Tuminus will give it back to Mazur. To Jones, a shot that will go just wide. And the puck will be cleared 200 feet by John Sterling. Here's Tuminus. Puck taken away by Branish, and he'll throw it down the ice again. 45 seconds remaining here on the Owls' man advantage. Just under 9 minutes go here in the first frame. Here's Festal working around. He'll make a nice move, but stood up there by Branish. And then Cooper Anderson's there to help him throw it down the length of the ice. Here's Mazur. He'll feed it up for Hoffman, who had a break. Couldn't manage to handle it. Fanned on in front of the net. Unger battling. He'll fire it. And Rada's able to catch it in the breadbasket. 12 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
Yeah, and I know it's already a 3-0 game, but Rada has looked good here early on in this first period. He's had a struggling defense throughout the whole entire night, but at least he's saved a good percentage of his shots.
Carney will win the draw to Chrysophides. He'll try and feed it out in front, knocked away by DeLise. There's House with a shot. Off the stick of Unger, but it goes wide. There's Chrysophides who finds an open puck. Can't manage to throw it home. Now here's Unger. He'll dump it to Carney. Carney will cycle it to Chrysophides. Now he'll work. Tries to make a move, stood up there. And he'll maintain the puck. Throw it up to the point. Here's Koschel, a shot saved by Rada. The rebound pokes out to House. He'll curl and give it back to Koschel. Now here's Peter Unger. He'll try and work to the net. Hit from behind. The puck goes to the stick of Carney. His shot. A nice glove save there by Rada. Ravens are able to kill off the Owls' power play.
Yeah, and I think that's the first glimmer of hope here for Franklin Pierce in this game so far.
Puck will go to the stick of Ryan Dutcher. He'll feed it up here to Matthew Frett. Here's Frett. Tries to pass it over to Philip Parker, but it's taken away. But here's Parker with another turnover. Frett will throw it in on Skelton. Skelton will turn it away. Here's a clear up and a break for Corey Tumanis. Corey Tumanis is denied by Rada. He's asking for a hooking call there. He'll get nothing. Rada is able to tie it up.
Yeah, that was another great save here early on by Rada. He's looked pretty good up to this point, just doing what he can to manage this deficit so far.
Ravens will win face-off here. Dutcher will try and feed it up to the middle of the ice. Comes back into the zone. Here's Dutcher. Over to King. King will feed it up to Paravalotis. Sorry. He'll throw it out in front. Doesn't get through. And here's King. He'll throw it down low. Paravalotis will cycle it to King. Feed it over to Doug McGuire, who will work in the corner. Puck is retrieved by Peyton Jones. Taken away, and here's a chance, a shot, and a goal! John Sterling found the angle. Pardon me, that was Mario Paganini. And the Ravens are able to manage to get it back within 2.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you kind of just want to make sure you're not going to get complacent here towards the end of the period. You got a 3-0 lead, but you don't want to get sloppy on that, defensive end. You want to be able to keep up the pressure, keep up that intensity. Don't let someone get back into this game.
It's Paganini's 8th of the season.
A good freshman campaign for him.
That's just the Ravens' second shot on goal of the game. There's an attempted stretch pass intended for Cooper Anderson. Go past the stick and down for an icing. The Owls' fourth line out there. Against the Ravens' first. Puck will be dropped to Gray. Hill to get knocked off of it. Now here's Anderson. Anderson gets it back to McGuire, whose shot is gloved by Skelton. Carney will win it back. There's Declan House. And they work it up to Unger. Unger with a bank pass to Chrysophides. Give it back to Unger. Unger to the middle of the net. He lost control of the puck. And we're getting a whistle here. Seems that the net has been dislodged. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off here for the Owls.
Yeah, it would be nice to see if the Owls can get another goal here before that first period ends, get the lead back up to 3, feel a little more comfortable.
Just under 6 minutes to go here in the opening period. There's House. Kind of flick it in to stick of Carney, who's denied by Rada with the right pad. He'll cover up for a whistle. Kind of a weird shot there by Declan House, kind of chopped at it.
Yeah, a little odd, I would say.
Came to the stick of Carney, wrapped it around his body, and ultimately denied. Here's Carney, he'll walk right through off the face-off, and throws it wide. Puck is cleared by Brendan Spinelli all the way down for an icing call.
Yeah, Jeff Rada, like you just said, it was kind of a weird shot. He's kind of had his crease pretty dirty all night. He hasn't really had much breathing room inside there. A lot of those saves have been diving, sprawling, trying to find it, trying to cover it.
He draws one back to Crisafidis, so he tries to fire a shot and blocked. McBride will give it back to Crisafidis. Another shot and another block there by Nicholas Tessier. Crisafidis working with it. He'll give it to McBride. His shot gets through, paddled away by Rada. There's Carney working behind the net with Christou. He'll get knocked off the puck there by Madsey. Falls down, manages to get it out front. And here's Lindholm. He'll dump it back down to Carney. Crisafidis will throw a body. Puck is chipped up there by Nick Fish, kept in by Lindholm. Now here's Crisafidis. Over to Lindholm. The shot turned away by Rada. Here's Carney working with it. He'll try and cycle it to the stick with Nick Fish. Now here's Madsey. He'll chip it up. Now Spinelli and McBride will go to work. Puck goes into the corner, retrieved by Lindholm. He'll throw it up. Joe Fontaine. Pardon me, that's Thor Hansen. Puck gets thrown back in. Here's Jack Lindholm. Puck comes right to Corey Tuminous and taken away by Philip Parker. And here's Dutcher with it. He'll throw it off a stick and down into the Owl zone. Here's Lindholm. He'll take a big body by Ursillo. The puck is thrown cross ice to Tuminous. He'll try and make a move around Dutcher. Dutcher says no. Now here's Parker. Throw it cross ice. Lindholm will try and get it out. He does, but it's ultimately thrown back in by Matthew Frett. Here's McBride. He's feeded up. Thor Hansen. And Gonzalez will cross ice dump. Now here's Doug McGuire. He'll curl it back up out of the zone. Now here's Mazur. Mazur will get it off the skate of Festa. He's able to throw it in deep. Here's Parivolatis. Cross ice. Here's Todd Branish. To the stick of King. Gets it through. A shot. Saved by Skelton. Right into the red state on the jersey. And he's able to cover it for a whistle.
Yeah, Ben Skelton hasn't faced too much tonight, but so far he's done a good job trying to manage the few shots that Franklin Pierce has been able to get in on him in this first period. Only 4 to Keene State 17, so there's a little imbalance, but
face-off is one back, but ultimately picked up by Peyton Jones. He's knocked off the puck, and Festa will retrieve it. Here's Luke Festa, 2-on-1. Boschetto scores! Michael Boschetto on the feed from Luke Festa, and the Owls are back up 3. That is Boschetto's second of the year. That was a rocket, in and out. No chance for Rada. 2:57 remaining. Draws one back to Christou. He feed it across to Madsey. Gonna try and hit Anderson. Puck goes through his stick and all the way down. Jason Smith will retrieve it. Here's a bank pass off the glass. They'll go all the way to the Franklin Pierce player. Here's a loose puck in the neutral zone. And here's Festa. He's able to retrieve it. He'll throw it in deep, right to the stick of Christou. Christou will try and hit Sterling. Not able to get it there. Go all the way down. No icing. Oh, here's Declan House on the rush. He'll feed it to Collins, who's pickpocketed by Cooper Anderson. Now here are the Ravens with a 3-on-1. Anderson will shoot, saved by Skelton. The follow-up fanned on and taken away by Collett. Here's Sean Gray. He's able to chip it in deep. Here's DeLise. Has to get it up to Spinelli, poked away by Lindholm. Now here's Dutcher. Skate behind his own net. Stop. Sean Gray on the pressure. He'll take a nice hit. They're still battling. Gray's able to come away with the loose puck. Dutcher in pursuit. Gray will throw it behind the net for Fontaine, but poked away. And here's Cooper Anderson. He'll chip it off the glass and over the head of McBride. McBride's the first one there. He'll curl. Try and make a move. Could have been dangerous, but no Raven was there to intercept. And here's a turnover. Retrieved by Unger. And here's Lindholm. He'll throw it off the glass and in. 1 minute to play here in period number 1. The Owls lead 4-1 over Franklin Pierce. Here's Matthew Frett for Nicholas Tessier. He'll try and chip it off the glass, but it'll go right into the netting.
Yeah, and I think Franklin Pierce's thought process going into this period is just kind of getting through this last little face-off. This keep it a 4-1 game. You know, you're still kind of in reach.
Now his first line out there. Face-off is one to Chris Ophidius. He'll throw it in to the corner. There's Carney working with it. He has Unger help him. He's thrown back in the corner by Branish. Now here he is. He'll feed it up. Here's Spinelli. He'll gain the line. Self-pass. He'll retrieve it here on the near hash. Spinelli working against Mazur. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Now here's Carney taking it away. Here's Chase Carney. He'll feed it to Unger. Unger, the overtime hero this past Tuesday, will feed it up front to Hoffman, and he scores! Sean Hoffman, the first goal of his collegiate career, gives the Owls a 5-1 lead with 2.5 seconds remaining. Take that monkey off your back, Hoffman. You've got your first.
Yeah, that was a terrific little shot right there. You know, he had Rada kind of looking the other way, kind of got confused, and that was perfect opportunity for Keene State, and just an end to a disastrous period here for Franklin Pierce.
Draws won the fret, and he'll run the timeout. That'll do it for period number 1. The Owls will lead 5-1 after the opening frame. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of period number 2 on the Owls Media Network.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall. There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
After a short road trip to the shores of Lake Erie, Keene State men's ice hockey returns home to take on the St. Anselm Hawks. Hello everyone and welcome inside Keene Ice. My name is Teddy Steinberg alongside Griffin Melanson, just moments from puck drop tonight. The past week or so for these teams has been a tale of two opposites, with St. Anselm coming off a sweep at Assumption this past weekend, while the Owls are coming off back-to-back losses, including Friday in the Outdoor Classic against Buffalo State. 276 goals against average, 921 save percentage. We are underway.
Skeleton's really been the backbone here for Keene State this year. Definitely coming up with a few big games for the Owls.
Shot comes in from Hoffman, is turned aside by Carroll. Here's Carney, not Carney. Hanson with the chance is denied by Carroll. Out by St. Anselm. Chance by Festa, turned away by Carroll. Here comes Alejandro. Fires it and stopped by Skelton. The rebound score! Luke Mix on the rebound. And St. Anselm takes an early 1-0 lead.
Right there, Luke Mix, the captain here for St. A. He's able to pick up the garbage and tuck it home. It's a good crash to the net right there. Skeleton unable to hold on to the shot. Looks like it popped off the block and it was just sitting there like a gift wrap present. And he was able to tuck it in.
Front goes home. That shot blocked out in front. Skeleton makes a save on a behind-the-back shot. And here's Alberti, it feeds to the point. Here's Mix with a shot, saved by Skelton. Here's Bartlett, another shot, another save, made by Skelton, and the Owls will clear. Christofides wins the loose puck and he scores! Marcus Christofides on the wraparound, and the Owls have tied it up at 1.
Big goal there by number 17, Marcus Christofides off the face-off. Able to pick up the loose puck, drive right around the net, and tuck it right past the goaltender, Cam Carroll, before he could get to his post. Good quick play there by the Owls, taking advantage of that icing.
That is Christofides' 15th on the year, team-leading goals. Puck gets to Van der Veen, whose shot is deflected out in front, but stopped by Skelton, battle out in front. Bodies are flying everywhere, and Skelton manages to tie it up to the last lap and takes down under, and then clears the puck. Here's Alberti on a fast break, and they score! Hunter Brackett on a great feed from Alberti. It is 2-1 St. Anselm.
Right there, that St. A's goal starts off with Van der Veen right there, picking up the puck in the corner and pickpocketing Unger, and then just stretching the ice, and then good cross crease pass, and they're able to beat Skelton.
And the Hawks again, Mix feeds it out in front, and Skelton's able to get the glove on it. Burham to Van der Veen, he shoots, saved by Skelton. Still battling, he'll throw it out in front, get deflected and go behind the net, and that will do it for period number 1. The St. Anselm Hawks lead the Keene State Owls 2-1. Reynolds will try and throw it back in the corner, blocked by Carney, but Reynolds able to get it to Hunter Hoffman. The shot is blocked out in front. Vesta will feed it to Gonzalez. Gives it to Hansen, who gets a shot on Carroll, but denied. Across the blue line is Burham. He'll throw it in for Alex Hoyt. Burham with a shot, turned aside by Skelton. Here's Brackett getting it out of the zone here. Loose puck gets deflected back to Burham. He tries to find Alberti, but the puck will bounce off his stick and into the corner. Brackett picks up the loose puck, throws a backhand pass, and it's in! It's a goal for St. Anselm. I believe it's Garrett Alberti who was able to get a stick on it. His 5th goal in the last 3 games. It's 3-1 Hawks.
And right there, the puck just thrown to the net. Alberti was able to streak across the middle and just get enough stick on it just to redirect it. And it looked like it slid 5-hole on the Owls goaltender, Ben Skelton.
Gonzalez will throw it in on Carroll, who's able to poke it out of the air and make an unbelievable save. Here's Mix. The shot saved there on DeMarinis by Skelton.
To cut this deficit to 1.
Here's Burrow, makes a nice move around Mazur. Skelton able to make the save. The puck bounces out in front, no goal. The ref signals, St. Anselm celebrating like they just scored.
And there is no signal there from any of the refs. It looks like they're going to speak about this. So, we will see what the call is. We'll have the meeting here right in front of the scorer's table.
The puck is resting on the near circle here in the Owls defensive zone. From my point of view, that hit the post and then off of Skelton's back. He was able to cover it. We'll see what the referees decide here. They made a decision and it's a goal.
It's a good goal. Looked like the puck hit the back bar. So now Keene State finds himself down 3 goals. Quick release there for the Hawks. Give them the lead.
Face off is 1. Shot on, saved by Skelton. Van der Veen will carry it along the hash. He'll fire a shot, saved by Skelton. And Mazur's able to send it the length of the ice by Hoffman. Here are the Owls with numbers. 3-on-2. Unger, Christofides shot. And he scores! He manages to sneak it under the bar. Marcus Christofides, his 2nd of the game. It's a 4-2 hockey game.
Nice rip there by Marcus Christofides. Beat the goalie clean. Puck once again came out of the net hot. Good shot by Christofides. Put the Owls down by 2, but they're 1 step closer.
Wait. Feeds it. Out in front there, Boschetto gets able to clear. Here comes Alejandro. He'll cut to the middle. Burham shot saved by Skelton. Call it. Intercepted by Van der Veen, and here come the Hawks. Brackett between the legs falls down right to the stick of Armstrong, and he scores. Steve Armstrong on the beautiful feed from Hunter Brackett gives St. Anselm a 5-2 lead with 2:43 to go in the second. He's got numbers. Meinhardt finds a trailing DeMarinis, who is stopped by Skelton, but comes Brackett. 1 last rush, 2 seconds to shoot. Thrown on Skelton, the save. And that will do it for period number 2. St. Anselm leads the Owls 5-2 at the end of 2. Cross ice pass, and the save by Jalavian. He doesn't know where the puck is. Kelly's follow-up shot goes wide. Gives it to Unger. Hoffman, his shot fanned wide, and Carroll's able to jump on top of it. Corner. Dangerous play out in front by House. But Jalavian able to make the stop. That's it. To Jarnall. Here come the Owls with numbers. Fontaine to call it. His shot brings off the bar and out of play. It's past Brackett. Here's Van der Veen. Fires it, saved by Jalavian. On his side, he's able to cover it up.
A Almost 40 seconds into this power play, and Keene State's been having a tough time setting up.
Christophides, the rebound in the goal!
And I spoke too soon.
Chris Carney on the follow-up. Makes it a 2-goal game.
Chase Carney coming in, second guy in the zone, able to pick up the rebound. Tuck it in, close the gap to 2 here. Keene State's able to capitalize on the power play. We're now at a 5-3 score with St. A's still leading.
That is Chase Carney's 10th goal of the season. That might give the Owls the momentum they need. Tipped in by Jones. Got the man. And it's in! A goal for the Owls! Peter Unger able to clean up another rebound. It's a 1-goal game!
Owls really starting to apply the pressure now. St. Anselm Hawks are starting to feel it. Carroll now has let up 2 goals in just under 2.5 minutes. The Owls really starting to bring the heat as Peter Unger was able to pick up the loose puck and tuck it home to bring this game within 1.
But he's able to get it in deep. Here's Unger able to chip it out. Here's a break for Tuminous. 2-on-0 with Mazur. They score! Shane Mazur on the feed from Corey Tuminous. And the Owls have tied it up at 5.
What an effort there by Corey Tuminous, able to pick up the loose puck. And then he's able to draw Carroll over to one side. And he's able to find Shane there for the goal. Owls tie it up.
Deflection is saved by Carroll and turned to Christophides. Here's Unger behind the net. Feeds it out front, gets by Christophides' stick. McBride's shot is saved by Carroll. Or by Mazur. Mazur will throw it, chip by. Brackett falls down, here's Moscato. Feeds it, Hoffman. What a save by Cam Carroll. Flashing the leather to rob Sean Hoffman. But no one's there. Owls have to shoot it. Mazur goes just high. And we will be going to overtime. No back skate behind his own net. Unger will feed it to Christophides. Christophides will cut to the middle of the net. Fires and scores! Marcus Christophides! No, that was Peter Unger with the deflection. He's the hero. Keene State mounts the comeback and walks off with an overtime victory.
And the Keene State Owls just kept on fighting throughout this game, never giving up, never saying die. And Peter Unger is able to get a stick on the puck and tip it in past Cam Carroll. And the Owls complete the comeback to shock the St. Anselm Hawks here tonight at Keene Ice. Arthur Jalabian also comes in the third period and shuts the door, giving the Owls an opportunity to even mount this comeback. So overall, great team performance from about that 10-minute mark forward in the third period.
They come back from 3 down in the third and manage to pull off the stunner tonight in Keene. Welcome back to Keene Ice. Once again, I'm Teddy Steinberg alongside Ryan Anderson. We are just getting ready here for the start of the second period. Keene State had a dominant first period, leading 5-1 after the opening frame. And they'll look to continue it here as the draw is one back. Franklin Pierce, and the pass goes errant to Ryan Koschel.
And in goal now for the Franklin Pierce Ravens, it's Riley Mastowski. He's 0-10 with a .396 goals against average and an .887 save percentage.
Here's Hansen, he'll feed it. Shot is deflected and out of play. Stick of House.
Yeah, and I mean, it's disappointing to see Rada's night end so early, but he held tough against an unrelenting offense from the Keene side. Not a lot of defensive support there for them, so, you know, save him up, rest him up, don't let him get too dinged up.
Draws one back to House. Out in the corner. Pescetto. To Festa. Festa will work it along the hash. The puck will come up to House. House will fire, and the shot is gloved there by Mastowski. Mostowski, now it being the second period, he has to deal with the Keene State students standing right behind him.
Yeah, it's a great warm welcome into the stadium. You know, about an hour after you've warmed up, you're back out there. You have to stand in front of a bunch of students.
Kearney will win the draw back. Here's McBride. He'll feed it for Chrysophides. He'll try and cut to the middle of the net. Pickpocketed there. And now a lead pass for Tessier. Goes all the way down, but he'll beat the race. He'll take a hit from McBride. Puck will be thrown to the corner. And here's McGuire. Battling forward with Chrysophides. Puck will get poked behind the net. And here's Lindholm. Behind his back to McBride. And here's Chrysophides. Chrysophides will gain the line with Unger. Puck comes to the stick of Chrysophides, who'll fire it. He ain't get anything on it. It'll go into the corner. McBride's shot will go wide. Here's a flick to the boards. Now here's Spinelli. He'll throw it in deep. Mazur's there to retrieve it. He'll feed a stretch pass for Unger. Tries to get a step. He'll work with it there. He'll lose the puck, and then Branish will throw it around. Parker tries to chip it out of the zone. I was trying to avoid a too many men penalty, and Hansen's able to retrieve it. Now it's a one-on-one. Parker with Mazur. Back checkers on him. The pass for Parker goes off his stick. Here's Gonzalez. Throw it around for Hansen. Hansen will work with it and beat Orsillo off the puck. Here's Christou. Try and feed it for Orsillo. Puck will bounce over the stick of Hansen, retrieved by Parker. Skelton's there to stop it. Feed it to Hoffman. Here's Mazur. Stretch pass for Gonzalez. He'll hit Hansen. Hansen will drop it for Gonzalez. Gonzalez working with it in the corner. Here's Tumanis. He'll fire a shot from the boards. Mostowski's able to catch it. Somewhat of a busy first period here from Mostowski.
Yeah, he's already faced a couple good shots, but he's been good in the first couple of minutes here.
Draws one back. And here's Butcher. Neutral zone. Koschel will throw it in deep. Here's Dutcher to retrieve it. Takes a hit from Gray. Puck will get out. Here's Koschel. Chased hard. No hands to throw the puck away. Fontaine will throw it to... Here's Collett now. Skate in front of his net. Collett with speed. Feed it off the skate of Gray. He'll poke it to Collett. Tries the backhand, but it goes wide. And working in front. Intercepted. Just poked back. Here's Paganini. His shot will go wide. Here's Collett on the rush. Feeds it to Gray, but it's just a little too far. Gray will cycle it behind the net. And here's Pick to retrieve it. And throw it for Dutcher. Dutcher will throw it up to for Pick. Chip it by Lindholm and go to work. Throw it around the net, but only Peyton Jones is there to retrieve it. Here's Festa. Tries to chip it around McGuire, but is unable. And here's McBride working. He gets taken down, and then Sterling goes down. Here's Anderson. And just Sterling. Sterling will work in the corner. Tries to cycle, but it's poked away. Now Festa tries to chip it around. He can't. Now here's Sterling. He'll feed it for Pick. Dangerous pass there, but it goes to Anderson. Now here's Branish. Loses the puck, and Lindholm's able to recover in the corner. Chip it up for Festa. Festa, again, unable to chip it out of the zone. And here he is with speed. Luke Festa. He'll throw it in deep. Dwyer beat by Festa, and here's Carney with a shot, saved by Mostowski. Here's Chrysophides. Tries to drop it back to Carney, but it's intercepted. Now here are the Ravens with a chance. Fish with a shot. Comes deflected and out of play. So Ben Skelton almost sees his first action of the period. Gets deflected into the netting. Now we'll have a defensive zone face-off. That draws one back. Here's Hoffman. Trying third up for Unger. He's able to chip it by to Chrysophides. And here's Chrysophides with a one-on-one. He'll shoot and he'll shoot it wide and high. Now here are the Ravens with a chance. Here's Nicholas Tessier. Poked away by Mazer, but here's Spinelli. The shot goes wide off the stick of Fret. Here's Tessier. Pickpocketed by Carney. Carney will throw it off the glass. Up to Unger. Unger working with Christou. Who go around the net, but is taken away by Christou. Christou now working with it. He'll do a lap in his own zone and now comes up ice. He'll gain the line. Tries to feed it to Tessier. Taken away by Hansen. Great effort there by Fret. He's able to keep the puck in. Now here's Gonzalez with it to Koschel. Koschel will try to get to Hansen. It's taken away. Now behind the Owls net, Skelton plays it around. There's a play for Ryan Koschel. He'll throw it up past the stick of Fret. No one touches it. The race is won by the Owls. There's Gonzalez picking up a loose puck. He'll fire it. Shot is blocked by Dutcher. Gonzalez's feed for House goes over his stick. Now here's Parker and Koschel. Here's House now. Gives it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will flick it across the ice off the stick of King. Back, and now here's Gonzalez. One man to beat. Tries between the legs, is unable. He'll work with it now. The Ravens are able to control it. Now here's King. King will stop and look. And finds Branish. Branish will feed it up. Puck is deflected out, and now here's Mazer with an opportunity. Mazer one-on-one. He'll try and feed it to Fontaine, but the pass is too far. Here's Fontaine working with it. He'll try and feed it up to Lindholm, but it goes by his stick. Now Lindholm battles. He'll leave it for Collett. Collett will curl up ice. Tries to make a move. Puck is knocked away. Now here's McBride. Pursuit by Pick. Puck comes out to Anderson, who feeds a pass out to Sterling and is denied by Skelton with the right pad. Collett will throw it the length of the ice for an icing. Give the Owls a whistle.
Yeah, and that was a lot of pressure we just saw on both ends of the ice. A lot of offense, defenses, but what a save right there by Skelton. That was in full splits, you know, as good as that gets.
Draw one to McBride. He'll chip it out of the zone. And here's Piscetto picking up the loose puck in the neutral zone. He'll fire it in deep and go for a chase. Piscetto working in the corner. Helped by Jones. Here's Piscetto with the loose puck. Tries to feed it to Mazer. Hits him in the skates. And here's Festa. Jones. Mazer's able to keep it in. He'll throw it around. And here's Festa working. He'll take a couple crosses from Christou. Now puck comes up to Anderson. Anderson tries to feed it through Mazer's skates. Is unable to. Puck picked up by Piscetto. He'll take a hit along the boards behind the net. And here's Festa working with Pick. And here's DeLeese with a shot. That's an easy glove save for Skelton.
Yeah, it seems as though a little bit Franklin Pierce has come out a little more offensive pressure here in this second period compared to the first period. Keene's had some good opportunities here, but really Franklin Pierce has shown more pressure.
The Owls' first line will come back onto the ice. It's the Ravens' third. There's Koschel. Chip it up for Unger. Unger will feed it to Chrysophides, who tries to chip it by and is unable to. Able to pickpocket Dutcher, though. Here he is working in the corner. Unger's there to help. Unger picks up the loose puck, tries to feed it to Carney. It goes through. Here's Carney now, feeds it around for Chrysophides. Chrysophides will cycle it past the stick of Unger. And here's Dutcher, he'll throw it around. And it'll go all the way down. Koschel will win the race and it'll be an icing. The Owls lead shots 21-7. Just under 10 minutes. It's gone by here in the middle frame. And here's Dutcher retrieving the loose puck. And here's Spinelli. He'll throw it in deep. And here's Tessier working. Tessier is able to pick up the loose puck. Finds Fred. The shot is blocked by Carney. Spinelli, he'll try and throw it into the corner, but Lindholm's there to retrieve it. Now they battle with it. Fred will pick up the loose puck, fire it to Brandish. And here's McGuire. Nice hit there by Chrysophides. Knocks Parker off the puck. The Ravens are able to keep it in deep. Here's Lindholm. Lindholm tries to fire it across the middle of the ice. Gets out of the zone. Here's McGuire throwing it in. He'll take a hit from Carney in front of the Ravens bench. Here's Unger, feeds it to Carney with a step. Chase Carney on the breakaway, and he'll be knocked off the puck by Doug McGuire. The net will go flying behind the net. What a defensive play there by Doug McGuire.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Franklin Pierce has really done a good job turning it up this period. And look, they've been looking a lot better. Keene has still yet to get a goal in this period, which is definitely a win for Franklin Pierce.
Carney had a big step. He was unable to pivot fast enough, hit that speed up ice, and McGuire was able to catch up. Knock the puck away. Be a neutral zone face-off here. Hansen will line up against Fred. Draws one back to Hoffman. Over to Mazur, he'll throw it in deep. There's Mostowski to retrieve it. Brandish, he'll wrap it for Fred. Fred will feed it up, but the puck is poked away by Hoffman. Fontaine now working with it. Sorry, that's Thor Hansen. He'll throw it in deep. Gonzalez now working with it. There's Hansen battling with it in the corner. Puck is wrapped around here to the stick. Corey Tumanis. Behind the net now, here's Hansen. Hansen walking the line. Is able to get it down low to Tumanis. Gonzalez. Escape behind the net. Tries to find Hoffman. Never get a shot off. Now chipped away. Here's Parker battling with Mazur. Puck is thrown behind the net. Now here's Hoffman. He'll chip it up. Now here's Cole Madse. He'll throw it in deep. Mazur's there to retrieve it. He'll knock down Thomas Provolatus. Now Mazur will retrieve it. Here's Collett. Lead pass to Tumanis. It was under his stick, but he's able to get a tip on it and there'll be no icing. Owls are able to keep it in momentarily, though, as Mario Paganini is able to take it and gain the line. No work around House. Paganini will go down behind the net, and the Owls are going to get a call here. That's going to be on Declan House.
Yeah, that'll be the Keene State first penalty kill of the night. It'll be Franklin Pierce's first power play, and I mean, I know it's 5-1 here, Teddy, but if you really want to get back in this game, a power play goal here is probably the top priority and probably the most crucial piece right now. I mean, they need some sort of momentum. They kind of gained it back because they've been playing better this period, but you know, momentum swings won't get you anywhere unless you score a goal with it.
Absolutely. Here's Branish. He'll feed it over to Pick. Pick will throw it up to Christou. He'll give it back to Branish. Here's Sterling to feed. Goes off the post, and the Owls are able to send it 200 feet. Now here's Sterling with it. He'll feed it for Pick, who will... The save will be made by Skelton. Puck been in the air for a moment. Batted out of the air and into the netting. We'll get a whistle here. 1:27 to go on the man advantage for the Ravens.
Yeah, Keene State's done a good job here defensively so far on this on this penalty kill. My bad. Keeping that puck out. Skelton's done a terrific job this period. He's faced a couple more shots than he was used to in that first period.
There's Pick off the draw. And here's Christou. Over to Branish. Branish will give it back to Christou. They play catch back and forth here. And here's Pick. Back to Christou. The saucer pass goes over the stick of Sterling. Owls are unable to get it out. Here's Anderson with a shot, paddled away by Skelton. Now here's Sterling. He works behind the net. Can do a lap around the zone. Tries to feed it out in front, fans on it, but gets it to Branish. That Branish back to Sterling. Now down the Pick. 40 seconds remaining here on the Ravens man advantage. The puck is tipped out in front off the shot by Pick. And it goes wide. Here's Sterling. Back to Anderson. Anderson up to Branish. Here's Christou the drive, blocked by Carney. Puck is thrown behind the net, and now here's Sterling again. Sterling will drop it for Branish. Branish will shoot. Skelton said no. And here's Christou. Back to Branish, to Sterling. He'll feed it for Pick, the shot. Another save by Skelton, and Pick again. That goes wide and clear. Now here's Boschetto. Tries to retrieve the puck. He does. Michael Boschetto, he loses control. The Ravens will throw it down. It's deflected. Skelton comes out of his net to play it. He'll throw it up. Here's Fish. Tries to throw it down low, but blocked by Jones. Jones will give it up. Here's Boschetto. He'll take a hit in front of the Ravens bench. Pass is deflected by Hoffman. Now here's Jones. Try and throw it on net. It'll get deflected and go wide. Jones now working behind the net. Puck will be chipped by Mazer and down. Puck will slow down and be no icing. Mazer will wrap it. Stop by DeLeese. Battle in the corner here. Hoffman. And Boschetto will pick up the loose puck. He'll feed it for Festa. Here's Luke Festa. Tries to gain the outside. Try and throw it out in front, but it doesn't reach the stick of Boschetto. Now a turnover. Here's Boschetto. Tries to feed it for Lindholm, deflected. Now here's Spinelli. He'll throw it in deep, and he'll go for a change. Here's McBride. Over to Festa. Hit off his skate. Fret tries to throw it out in front, but it goes right to the stick of McBride. And here's Hansen with it. Hansen tries to work around Branish. He's unable to. Jones chips it by, and it goes into the corner. Here's Hansen. Tries to throw it out front, but nobody's there. And it's retrieved by the Ravens. Here's Ursillo. He works with it in the corner. Here's Branish. Drive by McGuire. Saved by Skelton. He tries to cover, but McBride will take it away. And here's Gonzalez. Skating behind his own net. Feeds it up off the stick of Hansen. Back to Fret. Fret will give a pass right to Hansen. Now here's Gonzalez with a step. He'll curl at the blue line, throw it in deep. Here's Tuminas to Hansen. The shot is saved by Mostowski. As Hansen falls into the goaltender, we'll get a stoppage here.
Yeah, and I'm looking right now at Mostowski's pads. He's got a full Franklin Pierce Ravens pad and helmet. It looks pretty clean. You don't really see that in the D3 circuit very often.
That is a good set. The maroon and white. Draws one into the corner. There's Collett working with it. Out in front. Not able to retrieve the shot by Fontaine. Goes high and wide. Here's House. He'll throw it down to Collett. Puck is poked away. Now here's a step. But Collett, a great defensive play, able to use his long stick. Take it away. Pass is deflected in by Fontaine. And here's Madsey in the corner. The pass out in front. Staved by Mostowski. Kosha will throw it back in deep. Here's Mostowski to retrieve it. Over to Madsey. He'll throw it up. Goes over the stick of Paganini. Puck goes back to Koshal. Koshal gets wrestled down to the ice. And Fontaine, they're still wrestling there in the neutral zone. That's Koshal. It looks like Trent King having a WWE match on the near boards here. They'll both go to the box. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, I was going to say we haven't had many extracurriculars up to this point, but I guess I stand corrected here. That was really the first wrestling match we've seen here this season. We see a lot of boxing and a lot of pushing and shoving, but we haven't really seen any takedowns like that.
Koshal was tied up by King. Yeah. Which was going dot and ended up getting a little extra. We'll play 4-on-4 here. Here's Hoffman. He'll shoot it. Turns away by Mostowski. Here's Carney. He'll work with it. Tries to feed it to Mazur, but he'll exit the zone. Mazur will drop it to Carney. Carney will give it to Hoffman. Hoffman will gain the red. He'll gain the blue. Feeds it over. There's Chrysophides with it. Feed it down to Hoffman. Hoffman works. Chrysophides off his stick, still in the corner. Now Chrysophides cutting in front, the shot, and goes off the bar and out of the zone. Chrysophides still working with it. There's DeLise able to pick up the puck. He'll feed it over to Pick. Pick will fire it, turned away by Skelton. Now here's Chrysophides. He'll make a move. Possess it. Here's Mazur. His shot is deflected. He'll go over the net and off the glass. Here's Dutcher taken away by Unger. Pardon me, that was Chrysophides. He'll throw it in deep and now he'll get a change. 1 minute to play here in the middle frame. The shot is saved by Mostowski. Puck will go behind the net. Here's Unger. Unger will turn, fires, and blocked by Dutcher. Now Pick will throw a stretch pass for Sterling. He'll win the race, no icing. Feed for McGuire goes out of the Raven zone. McGuire will curl back. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here as McGuire will gain the line. Here's Branish. Fires a shot that goes high. 7 seconds remaining here in the period. Puck is deflected up. Here's a pass by Paganini to the middle of the net. Deflected, no one there, and that will do it for period number 2. Keene State still leads 5-1 after 2 minutes. 2 periods. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the 3rd period here on the Owls Media Network.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/nh.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly. So I'm gonna box out my 5 and my 8.
My name is Ellie Lyons. I'm from Charleston, Rhode Island, and I'm majoring in elementary education and sociology. I am a student teacher, and I come into the classroom every single day from 8 to 3, and my CT, my cooperating teacher, will give me lesson plans or just things to do throughout the day so that I can slowly become used to running a classroom. I got interested in teaching because my mom has been a teacher for more than 30 years, and I've watched her enjoy teaching every single day. So I know that the passion never goes away, and I have always grew up in that experience and in that environment, and I knew that I would like it. One of the bigger reasons that I picked Keene State was because of the education program and how quick it gets you into the classroom. I know I went to other schools and I talked to those programs, and their hands-on learning was way later than Keene State, so I decided that would be best for me. I prefer hands-on learning. In the beginning, we start with lecture-based learning for education, and then once you get moved into the classroom, your junior year, you get way more hands-on, and it actually gives you the experience. And more than just creating a lesson plan, you're actually in the classroom learning classroom management or just how to deal with situations that you don't really taught. I chose elementary ed because of the ages. I have always been a babysitter my whole life, so being exposed to those younger ages, I've really been able to make connections with them easier. My first day starting at Simons, I actually already felt comfortable just because with Methods 2, gave me the exposure of being in this building and with this community and the staff and faculty. Now I feel like I am part of the school almost. A lot of teachers or student teachers might experience being maybe below other faculty or staff, but here at Simons they make you feel equal and give you those opportunities to be seen as just a regular teacher. I think I'm most proud of after the start of student teaching was probably planning my solo week, which is right now. I feel like on my first day of solo teaching, it wasn't really scary, but it was exciting, and it was a little nerve-wracking just because everything was in your hands. But everything that I have been prepared with, so Methods 1, Methods 2, has really exposed me to stuff like that, and being in charge and knowing how to manage a classroom and plan for lesson plans and longer days. From the first day, my cooperating teacher has been very easy to get along with. I definitely feel like she's preparing me to be a teacher on my own just because she has thrown me into those challenging conversations or just topics, and she shows me how to reflect as a teacher, which I think is super important because even after her lessons she'll be hey Ellie, what do you think I should do next, or maybe next year maybe I'll try something different, what do you have in mind? I feel very prepped to go out and teach. I even had experience before when I went back home. I was doing substitute teaching, and that was a piece of cake. I've had people comment on how well I do classroom management even at a random school substitute teaching, so I can definitely tell that Keene State has helped me a lot.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
We are in a brand new state-of-the-art esports facility at Keene State College. 16 brand new PCs, broadcasting PC, coach PC, brand new equipment, headsets, mice, keyboards, custom desk pads. So it is a gamer's dream in here.
This space, I love what they've done to it. I got to see it before it got renovated into what it is now. It looks amazing. I look forward to coming here every day just to see the space and just play in this cool environment.
It was a real upgrade for me, and I think that's part of the reason I play a lot better now. Top of the line, everything, computers, chairs, monitors, headsets, everything.
We are recognized as a varsity athletic program at Keene State College, much like basketball, volleyball, baseball, what have you. We have 3 titles, 19 student athletes, 5 total coaches. We are working very hard every single day to put our program on the map.
Like I said, I do track and field also. It's, still the same level of dedication, still the same level of practice.
But it's not as active. However, it still requires a high level of skill and a high level of dedication, and giving it your all every night still applies regardless of both.
The goal for the future of this program is onward and upward every single year. Esports, being the industry that it is, continues to grow itself, and so we have the opportunity to continue pushing Keene State esports onto the forefront.
They're going to underestimate us. We've been working on this. We've got our game now. We're going to play our game, right?
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State Area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Laufer, and I teach in social media. We find that there are so many jobs available in social media management, in social media analytics, in public relations. Everybody is looking for someone who can do social media, who can help them create a strategy and measure whether that strategy is working. In the social media major, you'll learn how to create effective content. You'll learn how to analyze content and make sure that the goals that you're trying to reach are being met. So the new social media major is going to help students learn how to build content that's appropriate for all different types of social media, whether it's TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. You're going to learn how to create videos, create photos, and create post content. The social media major is designed to give you a well-rounded experience that pulls from a lot of different disciplines, including business and art, computer science, and journalism. So the goal of our social media major is to give you the experience that you're going to need to go out and do social media for yourself, for small businesses, for nonprofit organizations, healthcare, journalism, whatever you're interested in.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge. I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Welcome back here to Keene Ice for the start of period number 3. My name is Teddy Steinberg. Alongside me, Ryan Otterson. We saw a plethora of goals in the first period. 5 for Keene, 1 for Franklin Pierce, but we didn't see a single one in the second. Franklin Pierce's new goalie, Riley Mostowski, stepped in and turned away all the shots he faced, while Skelton was able to turn away all of his.
Yeah, and Mostowski's, he's the starter for Franklin Pierce. He started the most games this year, so you would expect him to kind of come in here and do better, but he has done a really good job up to this point. He faced a few shots in that period. Skelton faced a lot of shots in that period as well. He faced a lot more pressure, and he handled it very well.
Here's a chance early for the Owls. 2-on-1. Moscato fires it into Moskowski. He will cover it. Moscato and Festa had a break there. 2-on-1. Moscato decided to shoot the puck. Moskowski was able to catch it in his chest. Moscato will win it back to Koschel. Fire it off the boards, but to the stick of Dutcher. Jones, Tessier will battle for it. Puck will go into the corner, and Delise will wrap it around. Koschel's able to keep it in. Uses his stick, and now here's Festa out in front to Moscato. He's not able to control it. Koschel, a good defensive play there on Spinelli. Here's House, he'll throw it in deep. Moskowski will leave it for McGuire, but he'll give it right into the skates of Festa, who will fall down. And Spinelli will throw it out of play. Carney and Fret will line up. Draws one to Chrysophides. And cuts to the middle of the ice, fires it wide. Go to McBride's stick. McBride will flutter one wide of the cage. And here's a flick up for Parker, who has a step on McBride, but he'll lose the puck. McBride will get taken down in the corner. Puck will come over to Chrysophides. Throw it off the glass for Unger. Goes by the stick of Carney. Here's Fret. Gain the red line and throw it in deep. Goal scores for Keene. Chrysophides had the first one. Thor Hansen had the next two. Moscato and Hoffman shortly after. Here's McBride behind his own net. Unger then knocked off the puck, and he'll throw it down for an icing call.
Yeah, and I mean, as we look in this game, yeah, obviously it has been lopsided in Keene's favor, but if Franklin Pierce wants a chance to get back in this game, you'd have to imagine, Teddy, that this goal has to come pretty soon. I mean, we saw it the other night, actually, with St. A's, that Keene scored 3 in 2 minutes. There's a chance we could see that happen again. I don't know if it will, but, it's important if Franklin Pierce wants any chance of getting in this game, they gotta get a goal here quick.
Absolutely. Mabsy will throw it in deep. And battle for it in the corner. Puck will be thrown up out of the zone. Icing will be waved off. Mabsy, Hansen in pursuit. Puck will go by the stick of Gonzalez. And here's Mazer. He'll give it to Hansen. Gordon Tuminus will wrap it around. Here's Gonzalez to meet him. Gonzalez will feed it to Tuminus. Tries to feed it to Hansen, but the pass is blocked. There's Hoffman, he'll throw it in deep. Here's Christou. Feed it to Sterling. Sterling up to King. Pass is poked away. King will feed it cross ice to Madzy. Madzy will fire it in. And Skelton there to retrieve it. And here's Hansen. Feeds it to Tuminus. He'll gain the line. He'll fire it. And Mostowski will catch it up high and is able to hang on.
Yeah, and I know I just talked about Franklin Pierce needing to get back in this game, and I think in this situation, if you're Keene State, a goal here and then keeping that pressure up, just forcing Franklin Pierce to wear themselves down in this period is exactly how you get out of this game with a great win.
Keene State's fourth line is out there. Here's Collett near hash. Feed it to Gray with a shot. Waffle boarded away by Mostowski. Behind the net, here's Collett working with it. Gray will step in and throw a nice hit on Dutcher. Here's Fontaine. Feeds it to Collett. Attempted pass to House is deflected, but House is able to throw it in deep. Here's Fontaine. House working with it. House will pick it up. He'll fire it. Saved by Mastowski. House will get his own rebound. Turned away again. And here's Gray working with it in the corner. Fontaine's there to help him. Sterling and Dutcher for Franklin Pierce. And Sterling will come away with it. He'll try and curl behind his net. Will lose an edge. Puck is picked up by Dutcher. Fed to Anderson. Puck is thrown in deep and Pick is there to retrieve it. Hit by House. And here's Peyton Jones. Chip it up. And here's Doug McGuire to Anderson. Chipped in deep by Fish. Smith who tries to throw it behind him. It's intercepted. Here's Koschel working with it. He's able to break free and feed it up to Piscetto. To Festa. Here's Jones with a shot, goes high. Festa will take a hit by Brandish, but here's Piscetto working behind the net. Michael Piscetto looking, tries to feed Jason Smith on the back door, but the puck is poked away by Brandish. Thrown up to Lindholm. Lindholm tries to feed it to Jones. He's able to retrieve it. Keep control. Here's Peyton Jones, the shot. Saved by Mastowski. He's able to get the rebound by Festa and a little extracurricular behind the net.
Yeah, Mastowski's looked really good so far in this game, especially here in this third period. I mean, Keene State has come up with some unrelenting pressure as of late. 28 shots on goal in this game. I know he hasn't faced all of them, but he's done a really good job keeping this game barely within reach at this point.
Mastowski 0-10 on the year. However, he does have the Ravens' lowest goals against average with a .396. Here's Christofides working behind the net with Carney. He's hit by Christou. Still working. Unger will pick up the loose puck. The wraparound denied. The follow-up chance goes wide. Carney will feed it up to Mazur, who's able to keep it in, but right to the stick of Ursillo. Hoffman lost it. Now here's a chance. Fret with a shot. It's deflected to the stick of Hoffman. Now here's a rush for the Owls. A step for Unger. Between the legs, curls. Get it up to Mazur. Mazur tries to throw it in deep, but the puck is blocked. Back in the Owls zone, Marcus Christofides seems to have lost his skate blade, having trouble getting off the ice. Here's Corey Tuminas working at the blue line. Hill's able to poke it in deep. Here's Carney working with it now. Puck is thrown up, and now here's Declan House, the Owls captain. Over to Gonzalez, his shot off the stick of Madzi and into the netting.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do here if you're Keene State. They're not even giving Franklin Pierce an opportunity to get this out of their own zone. They're really putting the pressure on, and that clock just keeps ticking down. And the closer it gets to 0, there's the less of a chance that you're going to have getting back in this game.
Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Owls up 5-1. We'll have a do-over on the face-off. We'll have a second do-over on the face-off as both teams are jumping a little early. Hansen will win it to the boards, and now here's Gonzalez over to Hansen. Hansen already with 2. He's looking for the hat trick. Or Hansen will throw it in deep. Back to Hansen. His shot is blocked, never got through. And now here's Paganini. 3-on-2 for the Ravens. He'll feed it. Puck deflected and out of play. Avid Owl watcher. Behind the net there. Most likely wishes she was somewhere else on this Saturday night. Here's Sean Gray. He'll give it to Fontaine. He'll flip it up to Collett, but it goes too far. Puck is off the stick, and now here's Collett. He'll throw it in deep. Mostowski will play it for Branish. And here's Collett behind the net. Out to Fontaine, but the pass doesn't get through. Here's Anderson. Pass goes by Pick to the stick of Lindholm. Now here's Collett. And feed it to Gray. Here's Sean Gray, 1-on-2. Got help from McBride. Puck is poked away. Now here come the Ravens. Here's John Sterling. He'll look, fires it out in front. Goes by the stick of Branish. Spinelli able to keep it in. He'll wrap it around. There's a battle for it. Puck will go out to Tessier. Nicholas Tessier walks in, fires it, sticked away by Skelton. And battle for the puck here, and goes out to Peyton Jones. And fired it in deep. Pressured by Boschetto, who's able to win the race, but it goes right to Tessier. Mazur fires it back in. Now here's Jones. Feeds it to Boschetto. Back up to Mazur. Mazur will walk the line. Fires a shot. Go off the knob of the stick of Mostowski. Here's Festa working. Jones able to help him. Puck comes to the circle. Here's Boschetto. Up to Hoffman. Hoffman, the drive by Mazur and patted away by Mostowski. Here's Tessier. Glove down by Mazur and kept in. Back to Boschetto. Goes by him to Festa. And here's Boschetto. In the corner, he'll give it up to Festa. Festa looking for Mazur, but he's not there. And Mazur will have to recover out of the zone. Off the stick of Festa, will go into the Raven zone here. Now here's Christou. He'll curl. Feeds it to his partner, Madzi. And Tessier able to get a stick on it. No icing. It'll be Mazur to retrieve it behind the Owls' net. He'll turn up ice. Gives it to Hoffman. And here's Carney. Chase Carney pokes it around. And feed it to Unger. Unger back to Carney. Carney will curl at the top of the circle, drop it to Christofides. Christofides looks out in front for Unger, but the pass is deflected. And now here's Ursillo. To Parker. Ursillo takes a hit in the corner. Now they battle. Hoffman and Ursillo. Carney's able to poke it out. And now here's Dutcher. Feed to DeLeese. Turned away by Skelton. Puck is chipped up and intercepted by Dutcher. His shot is blocked. Now here's Christofides with an opportunity with Unger. Throws it behind the net. Unger retrieves it. He'll take a big hit along the boards by Dutcher. Now here are the Ravens, 2-on-2. Puck gets chipped up to Ursillo. And some sort of whistle. Looks like it'll be an offsides call here.
Yeah, the puck skipped up into the bench over on that Keene side, and they don't think they knew it.
Keene State, starting next season, as well as other teams, the Little East Conference will have a men's hockey conference to play in. And here's Koschel. He'll fire it up ice for Tuminus. But poked away. Here's House. Gives it to Hansen. Hansen cross ice to Koschel. Koschel will throw it in on net and turned away by Mostowski. There's 2 minutes working. There's Hansen. He'll give it to House. Back to Hansen. Deflected down by Sterling. He'll throw it up. Bounce off the glass and out of play. Sean Gray will win the tie-up. Tries to feed it to Collin. He'll get it into the corner. And here's Christou. He'll feed it to Pick. It's a hit from Collin, but is able to flick it out. Anderson tries to poke it around, is unable to. Fontaine flicked it down. Might have gotten away with a high stick there. We play on. Here's Gray in the corner. Fontaine. Throw it around, but call it's not there. Now call works with Madzi. Puck is chipped up and then out of the zone. Keene State, no one touches it. And an icing call on Franklin Pierce. 8:33 remaining here in the final period. Keene State leads 5-1. Shots are in favor of Keene as well, 31-15. Tied up and picked up by Madzi, but kept in by Sean Hoffman. Played the pick, and now here's Anderson. He'll lose the puck, but it's back to Christou. Christou would drop to Anderson. He'll give it back to Christou. Feeds it. Shot is blocked off the stick of Nick Fish. There's going to be a cross-check called here, and a little more from Spinelli.
Yeah, Spinelli was already going to go to the box. He just wanted to get his money's worth. You know, anger's kind of running high. Frustrations are running high at this point in the game. You probably know that your winning chances are slim to none. So, you know, you just get frustrated. You start making poor decisions. That's just one that could cost Franklin Pierce, you know, here in the end of the game.
So the Owls will get their fourth power play opportunity of the night. The puck is won back to Chrysophides. Here's McBride. Gives it to Hansen. The shot is blocked. Hansen, a follow-up shot. It's deflected and out of play. The Owls 2 for 3 on the power play already tonight. As their dominant scoring has continued here tonight. Puck is wrapped and hits Chrysophides in the shoulder. He's able to keep it in while falling down twice. It's ultimately chipped out. Here's McBride. He'll feed it to Hansen. Hansen through the stick of Gonzalez, but here's Carney. Makes a move. Tries an extra pass to Gonzalez, but taken away. Here's McBride now. McBride up to Hansen. Hansen waits, feeds it to Chrysophides. He fakes, fires, and saved by Mostowski. Back up to Chrysophides. Here's McBride. Hansen, the shot goes high. Retrieved by Chrysophides on the other side. Now McBride here. Feeds it to Hansen. Hansen fires another shot. Easy pad save there for Mostowski. Here's Hansen again. He'll fire it again and into the chest of Mostowski. We'll get a stoppage here. 55 seconds to go on the Owls power play.
Yeah, he really wants, Thor Hansen really wants that hat trick. You see him calling for that puck 2 or 3 times on that offensive shift, trying to get something, but Mostowski's been phenomenal here late in this game.
Tie up on the draw is taken by the Ravens, and here's Branish now with an opportunity. Branish will cut to the middle of the ice, fires it. It's deflected and out of play. Defensive zone face-off for Keene on the power play. It's one back to Hoffman. Here's Mazer. He feed it up to Jones. Jones is taken down. Going to be a 5-on-3 advantage here for the Owls. Maybe John Sterling will go to the box. Back to that Hansen hat trick, how he's looking for it. If he manages to get it, that would be the first hat trick in program history in this inaugural season.
Yeah, that would be really awesome for him, you know, especially him being a freshman, you know, too, you know. They've gotten a lot of good young production out of some of these players, you know, coming in here from different all over the parts of, America and even outside of America.
There's Hanson working. Christofides will pick up the loose puck. Struggles to control it. No work. Puck will squeak out to McBride. McBride will give it to Hanson. He'll curl at the blue line. He'll wait. He'll feed it to Christofides, who fires! And right into the chest of Mostowski, and we'll get a stoppage here. 8 seconds to go on the Spinelli cross-check call. After that, it'll go back to 5-on-4. Hanson wins the drawback and takes it himself. Give it to Christofides. Christofides to Kearney. Back up to Christofides. He fires and scores! Marcus Christofides, his second of the game, gives the Owls a 6-1 lead on the power play. Now his 18th of the year, team leading. And that's just a gimme there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a one-time goal. Obviously a 5-on-3. Franklin Pierce has struggled just on the power play alone tonight. So really great opportunity, awesome shot. And now you got two Keene State players with 2 goals tonight.
We got a whistle here. Be all the way down. Intentional offsides here on the Owls. Christofides must have scored as soon as Spinelli's minor expired, and so we're back to 5-on-5 here.
Yeah, it was really a 1-second difference. I was kind of looking at the clock right after, and it was just barely missed it.
Puck will go all the way down. Christou is there to retrieve it. Puck is chipped by Smith, and now here's Lindholm to retrieve it with Paganini in pursuit. Picked up by King, thrown out in front. Ultimately taken away by Lindholm. Here's Christou. Christou will give it to Madzi. Get it back to Christou. Feed it up ice to King. King will throw it across. No one's there. Now there to pick it up. Mike Collett. He's it to Fontaine, who has a break. He fires. And an early whistle. They're calling it a goal. That's Sean Gray. On the rebound off the glove of Mostowski. And Sean Gray will make it 7-1. I thought they blew the play dead.
Yeah, I did too, but the ref in the corner called it. And, now you can start to feel it. You can start to celebrate it. I know I get a little nervous, a little superstitious, but no, now you can really feel it.
Refs are going to look it over, and they will confirm that it is a good goal for the freshman Sean Gray. That's his second on the season, with 5:17 remaining. Referee is speaking with both head coaches, about why they made their decision.
I mean, you can't really be mad at this point if you're Ken Garander, because this game's far over. It's a matter of formality at this point.
He's actually very annoyed, elbowing the glass. Mean mugging look on his face. Draws one back to Koschel. Now here's Bischetto. Now here, if you're Keene State, the only thing to do here is stay disciplined. Here's Parker. He'll fire a shot on Skelton. He's easily able to control it and glove it for a whistle.
Yeah. Gernander's looking really, really angry right now.
He's seething.
Yeah, you can see the steam coming out of his ears.
Draws one back. Chipped out. And here's Bischetto. Able to gain the line. Bischetto's shot. Saved by Mostowski. It's back up to Jones. chipped out until the feet of Koschel. He'll throw it back in. And here's Dutcher. Dutcher will feed it, but intercepted by Boschetto. Tries to feed it to Jones, but it goes just far. Jones will cycle it. Blocked by Dutcher. Here's Festa. He's getting held in the corner there by Dutcher. Will play on. And then Ursillo will fire it at his own teammate in the bench. And we'll get a stoppage here. Keene State fans have shown out tonight. They've got their money's worth. The Owls have shown out the dominant performance here at home. There's Hoffman keeping it in. Crisophides makes a move, but is knocked off the puck. Here's Pick. Over to Anderson. Anderson will throw it in deep to Pick. Will take a hit from Hoffman. Now in the corner here, it's Carney. Carney will retrieve it and skate behind his own net. He'll feed it up to Crisophides, but it's too far. Puck will come out to Hoffman. He'll chip it up to Carney, who gets taken out from beneath his own feet. Only another call here on Franklin Pierce. John Sterling again for a trip. Now we'll go back to the man advantage. 6th of the night.
Yeah, and it kind of seems as though Franklin Pierce is kind of starting to lose it. Like, they're not really taking any positives away from this game right now. They're just getting more frustrated. They're making worse decisions, and they're just giving Keene easy goals here right now at the end of this game.
Chipped out from the middle of the ice. Jones loses his stick and throws a shot. That's Spinelli. Spinelli gives a shot back. Jones still trying to retrieve his stick. Now Spinelli's able to retrieve it. He'll throw it the length of the ice. Here's Mazer. No Pearl. Feed it over to Fessler. He'll give it up to Jones. Jones will fire it. Glove by Mostowski. 1:27 remaining here on the Owl power play. 3:09 remaining here. Final period. Owl 7. Franklin Pierce 1. First unit will take the ice. Line up against Parabolaitis. He's kept in. And here's the Lease. Lease will fire it up to Hansen and make a few moves. Tries one too many, and King is able to get into the Owl zone. Now here's McBride. Protects the puck and will give it up. Kyle Gonzalez tries to feed McBride. With speed across the middle of the ice. Carney will throw a big hit out in front. And the shot from Hansen will be turned aside and covered by Mostowski.
Yeah, if we look forward ahead to future games here on the Owls Media Network on February 4th, that's Tuesday, they'll be hosting Southern New Hampshire University here at 7:45. And then also look forward on Saturday, February 15th, as they play Worcester State in senior night. So come out and please support your seniors.
McBride walking the line. His shot will feather wide. Gonzalez will give Parivalotis a hit in the corner. And he'll get called for a board. We'll go to 4-on-4 here for 40 seconds. 2:23 remaining here in the final period. Gonzalez is all smiles in the box. He knows he's done his job tonight.
Pesquetto will take a big hit along the boards here right in front of us. Here's Jason Smith, McGuire battling for it. Unger is able to retrieve the loose puck. We'll try and feed it to Pesquetto. Just a little bit behind him, but Pesquetto is able to recover. Now here's Pesquetto going for a skate around the zone. There's Anderson able to take it away, and now it's a 2-on-1 here for the Ravens. The pass poked away. Anderson could have got a shot off. Now here come the Owls. Here's Lindholm. He gains the line. Tries to make a move, and the shot is deflected and out of play. The Owls now on the penalty kill for 1:14 with 1:36 remaining here in regulation. Puck is won back to Koschel. He'll throw it in deep for Gonzalez to chase after. Pardon me, that's Joe Fontaine. He's bodied off the puck by Sterling. Here's Pick with it now. Over to Anderson. Anderson will put it across ice. Now here's McGuire. He'll give it to Sterling. Sterling will drop it for Pick. Up to McGuire. His shot never got through. Pick with the follow-up, blocked again. Unable to get it out is House. Now here's Sterling, a shot turned aside by Skelton. The Owls are able to throw it the length of the ice as the clock dwindles down. 45 seconds remaining now here in the game. So here's Christou. He'll gain the line, feed it to Anderson. Anderson poked away. The puck will be flicked out of the zone. 30 seconds remaining now. Here's Madzi. Right up to Christou. There's Anderson, cross ice. The shot is turned away by Skelton. He deflected out of play. 22 seconds remaining now. An offensive zone face-off for the Ravens. The Owls just mere seconds away from their 9th win in their inaugural season. And their 2nd straight here at Keene Ice. Puck is won back. Silla will fire a shot, blocked by Skelton. We got another face-off here. Both teams jumped too early, and we'll get a redo. Tie up on the draw will go to Orsillo. Work it behind the net. 10 seconds remaining now here. The puck is poked away and dumped into the Raven zone. 2 minutes in pursuit, but that will do it. The Owls dominate the Franklin Pierce Ravens tonight at home. Final score, Owls 7, Ravens 1. Owls move to 9-10-1 on the year. 2 goals for Thor Hansen and 2 goals for Marcus Chrysophides. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back with post-game interviews. I'm Teddy Steinberg alongside Ryan Otterson on the New Hampshire Army National Guard Owls Media Network. I'm down to 4
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is going to fall. There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
I'm very ambitious. I like to push myself to do the best that I can possibly do, and I would say that I'm a very outgoing person, and I definitely like to think outside of the box and meet new people and kind of push my own boundaries. I'm involved in student government, pre-law society, I've been an orientation leader, a community assistant, I'm involved in Greek life, I was involved in the Panhellenic Council and some other organizations as well. I would say that I would connect being ambitious with the amount of involvement that I pursue. I'm someone that likes to be really busy, and the unique part of being a student at Keene State College is I've had the opportunity to be part of so many organizations. It's been a really incredible experience. I chose to get involved in all those different areas on campus because it's helped me become a better student. I think when you're really involved in your community and you're an involved student, you're able to become more interested in what you're learning about in class and make better connections with the students that are in class with you. The ways that I have made an impact on campus is that I've started some diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. I was the first Vice President of Equity and Belonging for Delta Phi Epsilon and the first Vice President of Equity and Diversity for the Panhellenic Council. So being able to spearhead those two positions and start some new activity on campus has been a really wonderful experience. I would say I'm personally passionate about many different human rights issues, specifically in Latin America. My family is from Latin America, so I firsthand have been able to experience some things that are going on in Latin America that I was not able to fully learn about and research until I came to college. Coming to Keene State College, I've learned that I love learning about issues that are happening across the world, and it's an opportunity that I was not able to have in high school, as well as the opportunity to learn about topics that are happening not only in the United States, from professors that have experience in other countries around the world, which is a very unique experience. This past summer, I did the Washington Center internship through the Global Education Office, and I was able to spend a semester in Washington, D.C., and I worked for the Hispanic Association on Corporate Responsibility, where I created diversity, equity, and inclusion training for Fortune 500 companies. That was an absolutely amazing experience. I got to learn more about my passion about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and education as well, which is a topic that's really intertwined with Holocaust and genocide studies. And I also got to spend time to do research into topics that I'm interested in, which is something that's very unique about the Holocaust and genocide studies program.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Redfern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
Too many favors from a few too many fake friends. I wake up in the afternoon and do it all again. Yeah, I punched a man on his wedding night. I'm still trying to figure out how to apologize. I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. I spend all my money on a pack of cigarettes for a lady that I love with a name I forget. And I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Welcome back here. I'm Teddy Steinberg. Ryan Anderson alongside me here with Sean Hoffman. Sean, we'll address the elephant in the room. First career goal tonight. What were the emotions going through that?
It was finally nice to get the monkey off my back. I feel like it's been a long time coming, but more importantly, a win's a win.
Awesome, and then just one more question for you. You guys have had a couple games where you've got a lot of offense moving where, you guys have struggled a little bit offensively all year. What are you guys going to do moving forward to keep that momentum going?
I think we're starting to find our identity up front, wearing teams down, playing simple, and the more we do that, the more success we'll have.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your
thanks,
time.
Guys.
Thank you, Sean.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
And welcome back here. We're now here with Thor Hansen. Thor, 2 goals tonight. You found yourself as a leader of this team up front. How can you keep that momentum going towards the final stretch of the season?
Yeah, that's huge. We got on them early. A bunch of goals in the first. We carried that momentum through the game to the third, a little low in the second there. But we stayed hot in the third and just keep that going to the next game.
Awesome, and then just one more question for you. So, you had 2 goals on the power play tonight. What are you guys going to do on that power play to keep that momentum going? I know how important power plays are in games for you guys.
Yeah, we've been shot heavy a lot. Me and Marcus on the other flank have been trying to shoot the puck a lot. Guys in front getting screens a lot. We're moving the puck well. That was fun today.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Welcome back here. We're now joined by head coach Bobby Rodriguez. Bobby, 2 great wins this past week. It seems you guys have finally hit your stride here in the home stretch. How can you keep it up?
Yeah, we hope so. Well, I think the second period is kind of the cautionary tale, right? Because we got away from the way we want to play, and it was a scoreless period. And I think if we play the way we played in the first and the third, or the way we played in the third against St. A's, I think we can continue to have some success. So it's just a matter of us, breaking down tape, looking at it, showing the good, showing the bad, and kind of trying to reinforce that stuff. I think the guys have. They've had a taste of when it's not good, and they've had a taste of when it's good, and hopefully they're liking when it tastes good.
Awesome. And so a question for you. I know I've talked to you about consistencies throughout the year a little bit. Do you feel like the team is starting to finally find a bit of momentum and finally find that identity and kind of moving forward?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Like, they're starting to know who they are. They're starting to have a style of play. And like I said, when they stick to it, they're pretty good. They're starting to be more disciplined, which helps, right? I mean, the last several games, we've taken fewer penalties than our opponents, which helps. And our power play's been good, and our penalty kill's been good. So that makes a difference. I think what it finished 7-1 tonight. 3 of those were power play goals. Yeah. So without that, it's a much closer game, right?
Exactly. And awesome. One more question for you. You guys have 4 more games left in the year. What are you looking to see out of the guys in those last 4 games to really take it into the next year?
Yeah, so we're really looking for guys to be able to play complete games. We know that, with the Little East Conference starting up next year, and we're so excited about that. You don't get to take shifts off, and you certainly don't get to take periods off, right? So it's got to be, you look at, Tuesday night we were fortunate. We played pretty good first 10 minutes and a really good last 10 minutes, and we were not good at all for 40 minutes. Like, you just can't win games that way. And then tonight, at 5-1, it's easy to think that the game's over after the first period. That second period we played was pretty bad. And, when you play a period like that against maybe a team that's feeling it a little bit more and having a little more puck luck than these guys were, suddenly it becomes a 5-3 game or a 5-4 game, and then you're in one, right? And you don't want that. So I think for us, the big piece is over these next 4 games, we're really working hard to try to find a 60-minute effort here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Good seeing you guys again. Thank you. Thanks.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
At Keene State College, life is an adventure. You'll forge your path forward. As an owl, you'll take on challenges in the classroom, field, court, or track. Every worthwhile adventure has its share of blood, sweat, and tears. It takes hard work and dedication. No owl flies alone on their journey at Keene State. Teammates, coaches, professors, alumni, and fellow owls are with you along the way. They lift you up as you continue forward. When you're part of Owl Nation, you become the person you truly want to be.
Keene State Athletics on the Owl Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators. Visit americansteelfab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene, we are always here to get you there. Noise